Alright, well buddy, welcome back to another Payday 2 video. Today we're going to be talking about the CrimeFest 2017 slash October. I don't know what they call it anymore. It's about that time again. Tomorrow, my predictions, I'm going to say it's tomorrow, and it's going to last until, I would say, probably the 17th. It's probably going to be like 7 days. That, or maybe it'll go up to maybe the 20th. Maybe around there, who knows? It ends like around the 20th because they need time to then launch the Halloween heist. Anyways, since I'm kind of, how would I say, not great at, coming up with, like, original stuff to talk about for, this Crime Fest, we're gonna look at the Reddit, which I only found like 2 posts because there were multiple other posts before that when they were teasing about the whole Enter the Gungeon update, but you know, that was a thing. Anyways, what do you want and expect to see this year for CrimeFest 2017? We're nearing that time of the year again, so what are you expecting to see and hoping to see this year? First off, a bit of a setup, major addition 1 to 2, i.e. 1 down in mayhem and safe house changes, or 2 heists, characters, any other extra things secret. My predictions are as follows: Infamy 3.0 update. They've talked about doing Infamy 3 for a long time now. A while back during the Search for Kento Days, event before that, they were talking about changing the infamy system where there would be 2 different types of infamies. One, they would get like boosts and get better and better the more you go infamy, and the other one was just like, you know, you keep leveling, you get masks and everything. And I honestly thought it was great, though apparently it wasn't great with the rest of the people of what's its face, the community here at Payday. Apparently not a lot of people like that concept, which I thought it was fine, but oh well. Also, you know what, Smiths, you're not paying me to show that anyways. The Diamond Heist and maybe another heist. I mean, obviously, Diamond Heist is going to be either coming out this month, or I would say about this month. I would honestly say it's going to come out this month. If it doesn't, then probably these last 2 months. Like, they're not going to release it next year because that'd be stupid. Maybe another heist. I predict that they're going to release No Mercy either at the end of the event or during the Halloween event. Which one of the two? Because people are gonna. I saw a few comments about people saying, "Oh, you know, it shouldn't be the new Halloween heist because it's a classic, right?" But it kind of makes sense for it to be a Halloween heist, in my opinion. But I can understand why people were like, "No, we want new heists," because if you think about the only heist that was new was like Brooklyn 1010, because the Yacht heist or yacht heist was actually something from Pay the Heist. So technically it's a classic in a way. And it's kind of like they haven't made anything new since Brooklyn 1010, right? So people want new heists and everything, and I think they just want to get the classics out first. Then they can start working on maybe new heists, maybe new, you know, actual new content soon. Instead of just kind of, because like the only thing I can think of that was really new and kind of groundbreaking was Crime Spree, but I don't think a lot of people are playing those still. I don't know. I haven't been playing Payday 2 in a long time. The only things I've been doing in Payday 2 are trying to do overdrill stealth because there's a mod for that, and you know, thought people want me to make a video on that, which it's been difficult. I might live stream it, to be honest, during the event. Actually, I can't because they'll break all the mods. And the I can't remember, but it's like one of the new custom heists where it's a mansion. You gotta replace artifacts and everything. Looks cool. I might do that again at some point and make a video on it. But yeah, people have been waiting for something new, something fresh, not classic. Even though people really want the classic heists, Overkill has been kind of just like not really doing anything. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, you know, they did the whole Raid World War II crossover. Which, yeah, that was cool and all. And don't get me wrong, I love Raid. I've been playing Raid, and hopefully we'll make some content on Raid again soon. Just because, you know, I enjoy the game, and hopefully you guys would enjoy the content I make for that. Anyways, but yeah, they haven't really done anything because all they did were add masks, trophies, which were cool to be honest. It was finally they added trophies again. And then guns that are OP. Or well, not really. Well, no, they're pretty good. They're pretty much the meta right now. And that was about it. And this whole Enter the Gungeon thing was just kind of like, we got the short end of the stick. Like, at least there were some interesting kind of concepts for Enter the Gungeon when they added like the minions of Payday, which I still haven't gotten. I got in the money bag, which is actually a waste if it's not a droppable thing in chest, because if you had to get it from the shop, the keeper in the game, he basically will not sell you any items and just give you the bag. So the more money you get, but you can't buy anything. You have to buy from black market, which is by chance. So it's like, it's kind of a hard one. And then there's the drill, which I have not gotten yet. So, but yeah, Overkill hasn't really done anything since Search for Kento, in my opinion, or at least I think someone could probably correct me in the comments. But yeah, I'm excited for Diamond Heist, obviously, because that's one of the few, I would say, like the top 5 heists, I would say, are Counterfeit, Heat Street, No Mercy, Diamond Heist, and First World Bank. Everybody's favorites, honestly. Those were like the most popular back in the day. And hopefully they don't mess it up, because they messed up Heat Street pretty badly, because it was tied into the Search for Kento and stuff. And well, yes, it's a cool story for like newer players. It kind of sucks for older players that were like, no, we want classic, not tampering with the the old stuff. Which that's kind of like the sad part about classics, is they're just basically revisiting them literally. Which I don't even know how that works, because Counterfeit and everything, but, you know. I try not to add the whole storyline thing in. Anyways, and No Mercy should just, I mean, it was a one-off anyways, so they shouldn't count it into the story whatsoever. And if they do, then that's going to be a big mistake, because the thing about No Mercy is that it's not canon within the story of Payday at all. It's only canon in a separate universe of Payday, where I think what happened is right after they finished, what was it? The one that I don't care about, Slaughterhouse. After like a few, actually no, it would be after Undercover. You know, they wanted to get more money and everything, so they went to a hospital to get this guy's blood, and the whole zombie apocalypse happened. So somewhere the Payday game exists in the Left 4 Dead universe, which is funny because they're also going to exist in the Walking Dead universe when that game finally comes out after, what, 4 years now? 4, 5, 6 years? But yeah, it was not canon whatsoever, so that's what kind of made it fun, because it was interesting. What would be interesting also is that maybe during Halloween, and this is probably not going to work well with other people, but I would kind of like to see like maybe a zombie type mode, since it is a Left 4 Dead map, that'd be funny that instead of cops, like on higher difficulties, it just turns into like zombies and you have to shoot them. You know? That's just my opinion. I know that's probably not a popular opinion, but I thought it'd be kind of cool. August and potentially the H3H3 character pack. The only one I see actually happening is like, you know, the Ethan and Hila character pack. Maybe. It's either going to be October, which is this month, or November, Thanksgiving. Because, and I think it would be Thanksgiving, to be honest, because since when you buy the pack, the money goes to them, which I don't know if they actually fixed that or not. So, because they won the case, but I don't know if the money's still going towards them or not. But, yeah. That'll probably come out in the fall, and the August character pack is probably going to come out next year, because they said they just started working on the August character pack, like, around one of their update videos, which I don't know if they pre-record them, but it's like, I don't think they're going to work on the August character pack until, like, next year, just because he wasn't a crowd favorite, honestly, to a lot of people, which I didn't hate the concept of him. It just, he seemed bland, but hopefully they make him interesting. And that's what everybody thought too, was the raid event was going to be the August character pack finally being introduced, which wasn't. So I think the H3H3 project is going to probably show up first, because it looks like they're focusing all their manpower on that, and then they'll work on the August character pack, which is kind of sad, but oh well. Some form of either Diamond or August saved, which was leaked around a month ago. I'll probably be like, you know, it'll be someone's safe, who knows. So what would your expectations be? I just don't want any 4-pack masks anymore. I'd rather see achievement masks than mask packs. Oh, this guy has like a whole sheet of like what the updates would consist. Okay. Day 1, Infamy 3.0. That would make sense, honestly, because, you know, I don't know. It would make sense to have their biggest update first or second, because then it would be allow them to maybe mess around with it a bit more, make sure that it's fully developed at the end of it. Day 2, side jobs update and an introduction of community side jobs for the CrimeFest, awarding XP increase for community completion of said side jobs. Also, community say 4 probably will happen. This should be like a list. Like, imagine this. When it starts happening tomorrow, I'm betting. Not actually betting, just metaphorically. That this will be like our little list. Like, check off which one is going to be right and which one's going to not. Because, I mean, it's so far it seems pretty reasonable. Day 3 August character pack. Maybe. Again, like I've said, like, I don't know how far they got into development with August. The other thing too is that, like, I mean, I would imagine so the H3H3 might do some promotional stuff for the event, but ultimately I would say they're either going to come out this month or Thanksgiving, because I don't think they would come out Christmas because they're too far in the project. Day 4 mask pack, most likely to iron out updates and everything. Day 5 diamond heist. I would I mean, it makes sense, but I think they would rather have it at the end of the event, but that's just me. Day 6 mask pack, obviously. Day 7 music update. They've talked about trying to do the music update for a while, because the problem is that even though I think Payday's music doesn't have They do have somewhat of a copyright, but they don't have it on YouTube. I don't know what this has to do with anything, but I've heard there's been like copyright issues between Simon and Starbreeze and Overkill trying to get the music, the soundtrack updated, but apparently that's have to do with like Starbreeze, because Simon was willing to do it, but like he can't do anything about it apparently. So I don't know. Day 8 weapons balance update released alongside a free primary community grenade launcher. Most likely will happen. Day 9 mask pack. I really hope it's just not like 3 mask packs, because that would get boring after a while. Unless if like, what would be cool maybe is like they release like some of the stuff from Pay the Heist, maybe like the Vice masks, the gold masks, the what's its face mask, just all those types of different masks. That'd be interesting. Kenton heist. I'm pretty sure he meant to say Kento. That's the thing too. We would have to see like until tomorrow. I would say it might be more of a Hoxton like heist, maybe, because this whole event was based on him. But if they don't, then I guess add a Kento heist. I thought maybe add a Kento heist maybe next year for like summer, because that's what they did last time. But what would a Kento heist be? Like that's kind of like a thought on a lot of people's minds. It's like, what would a Kento heist be? Mass packs, while boring, are important to provide the developers crew with a filler day to work on bug fixes, which inevitably happen after big updates. Makes sense. Because the CrimeFest 2015... Oh, hold on. Weapons balance update. Because the CrimeFest 2015 balance was too good. I mean, ultimately what they did in 2015 just... It was either 2015 or 2016. I can't remember. No, it was definitely 2015. Screwed up all the guns, in my personal opinion, because I see assault rifles, right? This is just how I would set the update in terms of like damage, because that's what they ultimately did. They messed up like the damage for half of the weapons. I would say assault rifles should be around maybe 50 to 60 base, and they can add later on. Shotgun should be around 80 to 100 to then be added more on. Except for like double barrels and stuff. Like those should be like around 200 because they're double barrel shotguns. Sniper rifles around 200 to 300, adding more. LMGs, I think should have 40 to 50 because they should be kind of the same as an assault rifle, but just a higher rate of fire and more bullets. But let's see, what else is there? Grenade launcher should just stay the same. Like nobody cares. Pistols should vary. I'll be frank with that. They should vary. SMGs, they need to have a more structured thing, which I like the idea that they have right now, which is like some LMGs, depending on the gun, have a high rate of they have a high ammo clip but a low damage, and then some have like high damage but low ammo, which makes sense. But they messed up like all the damage values with like half of the guns, and that's why I hate using most of them, because they don't add variety. They just add, oh yeah, this one's better, and this one's better. And the thing too is that they're probably going to add a weapons balance update because of what they did with the Raid World War II character pack, because you can get the Luger pistol to be around like 237, I think, if I remember correctly, with all the damage skills and everything I added onto it. Made the gun pretty much better than any of the Magnums, any of the Magnums, like in 6-shooters and everything, which is the same thing. So, and you can't use it for stealth, so the 5.7 is better in that aspect. But it's like, this is the best loud gun. It's a pocket sniper. The high ammo pickup makes it so there's no downsides. The only downside is that you can't stealth with it. If you could stealth with it, this gun would be pretty much amazing. It would be amazing. Because then, with the amount of like pistol skills you can add on to it, if you add a silencer to that, it would be around maybe 300 damage. And that pistol would be unstoppable. It would pretty much help a lot of dodge players who use Silent Killer. But ultimately, I would say this is the best secondary to armor builds. If they don't want to use shotguns, right? Because with the amount of damage it does and the high ammo pickup rate, you could use, say, maybe like a sniper, shoot from afar. Well, not even use the sniper. Use like a different shotgun instead of like assault rifles. Use a shotgun for close range, and then use the pistol for all the ranges, because it's good close range, medium range, and long range, because it can take out a sniper from what? Maybe, I would say 50 feet away, like, say, Heat Street. Those snipers on those buildings. You can take care of that guy from far away. So the Luger pistol is probably the best pistol. And the thing, too, is that the rifle, the M1 rifle, is regarded as the best rifle to come out in a long time. Honestly, I can't remember what the last rifle was, but yeah. And the one weapon that I thought was going to be good was the MP40. Is quite interesting, actually. So remember when I was talking about how during the weapon rebalance they made pretty much SMGs into two different categories. One with high ammo and low damage, and one with high damage and low ammo. The MP40 in the raid pack, or whatever, the raid event, is the middle of the road. It has a decent amount of ammo, but also has a decent amount of damage. It's not terrible, but it's not great. It's like the middle of the road, which is quite interesting because it's the only SMG I've ever seen so far that I can think of to be middle of the road. So, yeah, they're probably going to do some weapon rebalance on that. Let's see. So you want to keep the current balance from CrimeFest 2016 Hawks and Housewarming update? Do they even have a balance? I don't think they even had a weapon balance during Hawks and Housewarming Party. IMO, the weapon balance is good enough. Overkill needs to buff ammo pickup for the 80 DMG ARs and SMGs and completely rework on the melee weapons and decks. Cough, cough, psychopath. Nobody cares about... I don't understand why people care about melee weapons, honestly. Because they practically do all the same damage. The only ones that are useful are like the poisoning dagger knife, whatever it's called, and like the electric brass knuckles. The only good weapons in the game to use, as in terms of melee weapons. I think if they were able to change the melee weapons, I would like more of a say like Lucille's baseball bat. I would like it if you got a headshot, if you like aimed at the head and took a swing, it would do an insta damage on headshots. It would, or no. It would have maybe a chance, maybe like 1 to 10 chance to actually get it in one hit, right? Depending on difficulties, because it would make sense. You try to get a if you run out of ammo or you're trying to reload and you don't have time, you have to kill a cop, right, per se. You just take out the Lucille baseball bat, swing it on the head, and hopefully get a head burst, right? Which would be interesting. And I don't know exactly what's up with the perk decks right now, because I haven't really looked into them, to be honest. Let's see here. What do you mean by music update? Add all the missing songs to the in-game main menu and soundtrack, as well as new theMDLune songs. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking you meant. Do you mean community save 5? Perhaps. I've lost track on what saves even drop anymore. Alright. So we're probably going to keep reading this because there isn't much, so... since Diamond Heist is pretty much confirmed, what I personally want to see are more free weapons. Particularly a free crossbow type weapon and a free grenade launcher type weapon. Possibly some weapon rebalance again. Difficulty rebalance. I can't read that. I know what it is, but with Mayhem, and especially with Mayhem 1 down, and at least one more heist. That'll probably happen. Like, I know they've been having some difficulty issues and they want to rebalance on. Some weapon rebalance will probably happen. A free grenade launcher has been in the talks for a while now. A free crossbow, I don't know if that will happen, but who knows. And they might add one more heist, but the thing is, it's either going to be a new heist or it's going to be No Mercy. One of the two. Most likely the diamond heist in August. Maybe another community safe, community armor safe, and possibly a new weapon or two. Most likely. What about Turbo Tribe? We need some more girls in here. What? Hold on. Let me look at my phone. Let me look on my phone. Because I don't want to, like, open up a new tab to Turbo Tribe. Hold on. Oh, Dance of the Turbo Tribe. That song. I remember that. Let's see here. Let's keep scrolling down. Taking into consideration of that guy, the other bearded guy, AMA, they're working on fixes for the crime.net, which will allow for better organization and hopefully solve the problem of too many contractors. This is probably coming as one of the minor days. I would honestly just put the classic heists into Bane, honestly. But that's just me. Let's see. The new update system is coming this autumn. Unsure of what this means, but if it's coming in autumn, it's either Halloween or CrimeFest. So, you know, the CrimeFest that's happening now. New update system. I could have sworn they already added that new update system to fix, like, the amount of, like, files they have to unpackage into the game and the long downloads, but I don't know. Next year and a half will have big focus on Crime Spree. I'm 100% sure they will release, well, something for Crime Spree, even if it's just adding newly released highs. It's just too obvious of an addition. They're probably working on, like, next year or something, I don't know. New difficulty rework with smarter enemies that don't need more health to be stronger, specials with bigger rolls, optimized ways to approach you. This is probably coming as either the opener or mid-stage major day. Maybe. Expect changes to AI behavior and definitely rebalance in late 2017. As I said, No Mercy and Diamond Heist are both coming to Payday 2. Diamond Heist is 100% sure coming this CrimeFest, either as the opener or mid-stage major day. No Mercy might be the Halloween one, but I'm not sure if they are ready for an entirely new heist as closer. We could also be on the darkest timeline and one heist this CrimeFest. You mean like the darkest time of... Because that's the thing, right? That's like one of the things that they said after, you know, they're like, well, we're not going to do any more DLCs. Everything is going to be free, except for the Ethan and Ayla character pack. And we're going to be releasing new content. New content has been basically staggered. You know, the last free content we got, you know, and I'm not going to count, like, I'm not going to count Raid, and I'm not going to count, Enter the Gungeon, was Kento, right? Think about that. Like, for most part of this year, they haven't really done any free content. At least, not that I can remember. So it's kind of just like 2017, or no, not 2017. 2016. Or not 16. Why am I going down? 2018 is going to be their last year. And I don't know how many updates or anything, if they're going to add anything are going to be. So, yeah. Oh, here we go. Reading all the comments, I do not understand one thing. Everyone is talking about diamond heists. What do you mean by that? Is it going to be free heists and will not require DLC to host? Because they said everything is going to be free. Hey, you're not paying me to show your advertisement. That's the thing, like, they're not doing any more paid DLCs except for Ethan Ela character pack. Like, they did promise that, so if they go back on that, that would probably be like the last straw with the Payday community, because they blatantly said that everything after this is going to be free. And of course, everything's going to be free when you can't, you don't release new updates, so, but, yeah. Who knows? I'm not upset with Overkill. I'm just kind of like, it's just, it kind of feels sad that they're not releasing new updates. And I understand, they got other things going on. Overkill is, working on the Walking Dead game. I understand. But it just made it sound like you're going to release more and more content. More useful and more interesting content than, let's say, that's not Enter the Gungeon content, which is just 4 masks and trophies. Like, at least during the raid event, you got guns and masks and things that were actually it was actually interesting. But for Enter the Gungeon, we didn't get anything but masks and trophies, and I don't know, I didn't really like that, so. Anyways, here we go. Let's, oh gosh, we got a big one here. Alright. Though that the H3 will come out as paid content and CrimeFest all content is free, it would be pretty likely that we got more news on the H3H podcast on Tuesday. Yeah, that makes sense. They wouldn't release it because this is entirely a free month of goodies. So yeah, they'll probably release it during Thanksgiving, November. So that makes sense in my mind, at least. August is also unlikely, as in recent dev update that he's still in development, but it would be great if he did come out. Yeah, they said they're trying to get a VO and everything for him. Like, that's one of the things. Like, he's probably not going to come out this. I mean, if they do, that's cool, but who knows? Infamy 3.0 seems like it will come out soon, as it's been forever since it was last mentioned. Did he write like 2 forevers? Alright. Mentioned. I mean, they mentioned it like during the Search for Kento update, and that was about it. So, hopefully we see maybe Infamy 3.0, maybe like as a beta. I'm going to say it's going to be beta, because that's what they did with the AI, like the crew management whole thing. I think that they're going to release it as a beta, and then a few days later, then release it as actual content, probably. Let's see. Diamond Heist is coming during CrimeFest, no doubts. I mean, honestly, yeah, there's kind of a no doubts, but if they don't, then that's kind of sad, and they might release it like later on. No Mercy seems unlikely if this event's related to Kento, which hopefully not. As Valve do not like changes to maps. Go Bank. I mean, I think No Mercy is probably going to be, if they don't release it this year, then it'll probably be released next year as CrimeFest 2018 content, which is very possible, to be honest. If August is added, a August safe is practically guaranteed. I think a community armor safe is planned as well, as they seem to be building weapon skin safes and armor skin safes. Diamond safe sounds really cool. No argument there. I can't really talk about. Papercraft would be neat if they plan on doing a Search for Kento style of update system. I mean, is there really any point to do papercrafts? I mean, there's like a few heisters left that you have to get, but, Actually, are there a few more heisters they have to get? I can't remember. I really hope we get the original Kento heist to finish things up with Jiro's arc. Oh, I really hope we get a original Kento heist to finish things up with Jiro's arc. Um, I don't know. They might add more into other storylines that they got going on right now. And that's the other thing too. We have practically maybe about 3 or 4 storylines going at the moment. We have Hero Jiro's storyline. We have the Pay 2 Secret storyline. And we have the Captain, the Commissioner storyline, which has been basically thrown out the window in a terms because they had these like little update videos like during Bodhi. They actually like did an in-depth like they were sitting down in a bar or some type of place and they were talking about Bodhi and what he did and everything. And I honestly thought that was cool. Like it was like, oh, so you're gonna do this with every heister, like new heister or update that comes out, like you can see the FBI's perspective of what's going on. That's kind of cool. Never did anything with that. I don't think anybody even looks at the whole FBI database anymore. But and then I think there's another one going on. I can't remember exactly, but I think it's the whole John Wick and Dragon thing, which might be just a one-off. But I mean, yeah, we got like 3 to 4 storylines going on right now. So who knows? Maybe they'll focus on one of them. And oh, there's also like the rat and everything that like Hoxton is worried about. So yeah, 3 or 4 storylines. Let's see. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna do Kento heist until maybe like summer, I would say. But if they do it this month, then cool, I guess. Let's see. Maybe this will be the year we finally get a free grenade launcher. Most likely, since people have been talking about it. Oh, and some balance changes on day 1. Minor or major? 50-50. Oh, here we go. The diamond safe was leaked a while ago with a black and white safe with a diamond one either in the front or back. I could see them tying in August and the diamond heist similar to how Russ and the biker heist were tied in. Possible. August has info about Kento. Probably. According to the guy from Greenbridge, but August wants to be in the game and wants diamonds from the Garnet group. Oh, that could be a good tie-in, actually. Either that or he could be a tailor, which would mean customizable suits. That would be finally cool. I wouldn't have to... Hopefully they have the right colors, because if they don't, then I'm keeping my Spike Spiegel suit. Let's see, but yeah, my hopes. Either way, I can't wait for them achievements and remixes. There probably isn't going to be... I mean, if they do add a remix to, what's-its-face Diamond Heist, you know, Breach 2016, or 2000... Was it 2015 or... No, it was definitely in 2015 that they had the whole Breach one with the Diamond, update and everything, where Simon remixed the Breach of Security one. Which, honestly, I think that they should remix it again to make it better. Because even though I like that one, there's another one that I really like that adds a bit more sirens and everything, but who knows. Let's see, where were we? Oh, right, we were. August has a pretty cool suit, and he would make a pretty amazing tailor. Judging by the message on the phone, it looks like this may be a panic room situation where it doesn't tie into anything. That'd be cool. Hold On Tight 2017 going to be the greatest remix of all. Alright, that's right. They were going to do a Hold On Tight remix. That'd be kind of interesting because it was never actually like, it was never a song that they used too. That was like the whole like, party music thing where it's like, Overkill Simon Viklin music. Party. You remember that? There was probably like, you're talking for way too long. And we still have one more. Let's see. H3H3 might not be one of the main additions, but something coming out alongside or very close to CrimeFest. I mean, the guy that said that they're probably not going to release it this month and probably release it Thanksgiving would honestly make sense because it's like, you know, being thankful for, you know, the whole saving, not really saving YouTube, but, you know, one step into furthering the whole copyright claim system. So, you know. Anyways, that's it for this one. If you want to read it, it's here by this guy. So, you know. But yeah, I like this kind of little sheet that this guy made, and I kind of want to read it again tomorrow because I'm betting it's going to be tomorrow. And then see how much is accurate, you know. Then we're going to move on to this one. I'm not paying you. You're not paying me. Presenting the CrimeFest 2017 / whatever we'll call it this event predictions bingo card / Bing because there's only 4. So we got broken Linux matchmaking. I don't run on a Linux, so I don't care. New grenade, new throwable most likely. New mutators, maybe. Diamond Heist remake, obviously. New character. At this point, if it's going to be a new character, it's going to be August because H3H3 makes sense having during November, like Thanksgiving. Yet another useless 70 to 30 melee weapon, most likely. Infamy filter, maybe. Some form of beta release for something of Payday 2. Halloween heist, not No Mercy. I don't know what another Halloween heist they could do, honestly. I think it would make more sense to have No Mercy, but I don't know what like a new one would be. Anything Raid World War II related? Most likely not, because Raid... Actually, no, that's funny. I think Raid comes out tomorrow for consoles, if I remember correctly. But Raid has pretty much stated that they're not going to do constant DLCs. They want to do free updates and like big expansions, which I'm more in favor for because I like big expansions rather than, you know, I don't know. It feels more epic to have big expansions, but oh well. Performance improvements of any kind, maybe. New community grenade launcher, maybe. No Mercy remake, most likely, maybe. An actual, I don't know, melee weapon, maybe. Kento, I hope not, really, because I hope he comes out summer, but... And new weapon of any kind, maybe. And then there's just, like, a bunch of, like, messages of, like, stuff, so the bingo sheet. You only need 9 more. Dragon vs. Wick, more lore that will inevitably be forgotten after the event. Half the days are paper crafts, which I doubt it, but who knows. Something insanely unbalanced that won't be balanced for another year, maybe. Crime spree changes, they've said, yeah. Mutator tweaks. Does anyone use mutators anymore? Claims of a new heist when it's just a remake, most likely. Even more masks nobody will wear, maybe. Meme masks that will piss the moderation team off and cause them to ban anyone who mentions them. In light of Day's announcement, here's a 10th. More collabs. There isn't really anything to talk about. Oh, hey, look, here we go. On my mind, I have these, including some things I've seen asked for a lot in the AMAs with the devs. Support of the game, UI mods in the game, difficulty rebalance, melee weapon rebalance, loud portion of Murky Station. Really? Murky Station loud? Murky Station loud? Why? New mask, new safe, or new skin safe, new van skins. Maybe, hopefully. For their armor customization. Killing Floor 2 collab, which I would honestly like. That'd be hilarious if the new... Because that was one of the things I was actually thinking about. Maybe I've been saying maybe a lot. One of the things that'd be kind of cool if like the Halloween heist was actually tied into Killing Floor. Since they're having their own Halloween update right now, which I haven't actually gone in and do because Killing Floor is a long time to download, especially Killing Floor 2. But yeah, I don't know. That'd be kind of interesting if they didn't want to do No Mercy. So, crime.net features and menu instead. Yeah, that'd be cool. Tease of some kind for the Payday 2 secret, most likely. Different skins for SWAT, FBI, GenSec, and Zeal tasers. Why? Expansion of the safe house, hopefully. Details of Payday 2 for Nintendo Switch, I don't care. More tutorials, that'll be cool. Where is disappointment? In the middle. Oh god, I'm seeing white dots. Now I can't unsee them. Raid World War II related is a free space. I'm assuming basically you forget we will probably get a skin collection. While most things are positive. Just the list goes on and on. I like this one a bit more. This seems a bit more positive in my opinion. No, that part of the Reddit community is gonna kill me now, but oh well. But yeah, do I have any like self predictions? I don't know. So far, everything that's been talked about makes sense. Maybe some Payday 2 secret. Maybe the whole Killing Floor 2 collab if they don't have another Halloween heist. I don't know. The one thing that I honestly would like was this was way back when they were doing a Shadow Warrior collab, like how they did with, Enter the Gungeon. And we got the crappy end of the stick when Shadow Warrior actually got a good portion of it. I would like it if one of the characters was like Wayne, like the Wayne character from Shadow Warrior, and you had to get him through buying like either one of the Shadow Warriors, which a lot of people would be upset about, but I want other video game characters to be in the game, because at this point the Payday game kind of realized in some aspects that they're not real and this is a game. Come on, you have Payday 2, you have not even Payday 2 YouTubers, you just have YouTubers now. Like, can we add, like, some other people from video games? Like, that would be cool. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. I would kind of like to see, like, Mr. Foster or Wang or just some sort of video game character that makes sense to have. But, I don't know. Again, these are just my predictions. As you can see, it's already 4:33 p.m., so when this video comes out, will most likely be around 5 for you. I don't know. Sorry for not recording this earlier. I actually was watching Baby Driver. That was fun. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. You know what? If you have any predictions, because I can't think of any at the moment, because it's been literally all of my predictions have been said, put them in the comments below if you watch this video and if you've gotten this far, which thank you if you've gotten this far. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video of Payday 2, which will most likely be tomorrow, because that's probably when they're going to release CrimeFest, 2017, so, yeah.